Hey, good morning, my peeps. It's now 6 a.m. Oh no, lied, 6:30. Got a little bit of a late start today. Going to head out, going to do some things. Still in Georgia, of course. Well, I got a lot of requests about peaches and all kinds of things like that. And I've got a couple things that I actually want to do. I got my Starbucks in hand, ready to rock it out. Let's see how it works out for us today. Look forward to having you with me today as well. This is a great truck, without a doubt. I love it. I love driving it. But man, it sucks this shit up. But it is a nice ride. Loving every second of it. I'm here in this great town, Musella, or I think it's pronounced Musella. Absolutely a fantastic find, and it's a very typical type of small Georgia town. One of the things that they're famous for over here, one of the things that's very popular over here, is Dickys Farms, right over here. Now, Dickys Farms is just not any old farm, but it's the oldest peach farm, oldest peach manufacturer in the entire state of Georgia. Imagine that. Dickys Farms. If you ever have a chance, you got to come out here. But I'm going to go inside. Let's take a look around, see what this place is like. Well, this is a great place. Dickys Peaches. 1930s. This originated in the 1930s. And the interesting thing about this is not only is it a really cool looking packing house to go into, it's just fantastic. They're still packing them in the back over there. But this used to be a railroad. A railroad used to go right through this parking lot. Train tracks. What they used to do is they used to pack the boxcars straight off of this dock and into the boxcars, and they used to ship them all over the, not only just the state, but all over the country. And it wasn't until the 1950s, 1960s, until they actually started getting refrigerated trucks to ship their stuff all around the state and all around the country. But before that, I can imagine there's a railroad right here and rail cars being packed full of these peaches. It's very cool to be in the back of a packing area where they're packing the peaches. Dickys Farms.
How many does he want? He wants 5 boxes, but we're going to put
now, these guys are packing some fresh peaches for a customer who wants 5 boxes of peaches, and they do it to order under the supervision of the oldest owner in the company right now. Very nice. Well, of course, I can't leave here empty-handed. Now, I don't really want to eat a peach today, which I guess I should have, but I got a peach pie that was baked right here this morning. So let me try this. Oh, was that ever good? I am definitely glad I got that. You guys got to come out here sometime, man. It's an amazing place. Well worth the trip. So since I'm here, I got to go across the road here to the general store, have a look inside the general store. The owner of the general store already just told me that this place was built in the early 1900s. So it was actually here before the peach packing plant was. Now this place looks every bit like it did back in the early 1900s, I'm sure. Now coming out of the back into the front of the store, and look at this place, man. Talk about an original looking shop. It's beautiful. I just had an interesting conversation with the gentleman behind me. He's actually the owner of the shop. And the amazing thing about that is his granddaddy started this shop in the 1920s, and his daddy owned it, and now he owns it. And everything in here is still original. And this is still the original cash register from back in the 1930s. The gentleman just showed me another amazing fact because the hospitality over here is second to none. There's a picture of himself when he was a baby and his granddaddy, the guy who started the shop. Not only does he have one there, but he also has one on his cash register. That's a gentleman right there, the baby, who's still the original owner, handed down 3 generations. I love that. All right, now I'm here on the side of the road. The guys over there at the peach place told me where I can find a peach farm, and here is one. Now, I know a lot of people in North America and different places that are watching this vlog know what a peach farm looks like, but a lot of other people don't. But this is a peach tree. Now, these peaches are not ripe yet. Of course, you can see them. They're still very green. But eventually they'll be ripe. Now, the peaches that are ripe are more to the south. Normally they get them at 9 in the morning, you know, like right over there from the farms locally. But because they come from the south, it takes a little bit longer now. So they have to be trucked up. Hey my peeps, I'm still out here road tripping around. Now I come out to a special little place in Georgia. Now this is a town called Vidailia. Vidailia is the sweet onion capital of Georgia. That's right, sweet onion capital of Georgia. Have you ever even thought there was such a place? Vidailia. This is where it is, man. Nice place. I came out here actually for other reasons. I've been out here a couple times before. And I come out here particularly because there is a Tumi. If you guys like Tumi luggage, and I'm not getting paid by Tumi by saying this, of course, but if you guys like Tumi luggage, T-U-M-I, it's got the best luggage on the planet. Seriously, I use it all the time. I travel all over the world. I always have Tumi luggage with me. They're fantastic. This is the only place that I know that has a Tumi factory store. Not an outlet store. There's outlet stores all over the place. This is a factory store. That means there's a Tumi factory here. Yes, there is. So when you send your stuff off for repair, most of the time it goes to New Jersey or it comes to Georgia. And this is the place, the Tumi factory store. Now, there's only 2 of these factories in the United States. There's one in New Jersey and there's one over here in Vidailia, Georgia. Now, the factory, like I said, is over there by the airport where I just was, close to where that sign was. This is the only factory store. They sell everything over here, man, and it's awesome. And it's so much cheaper than it is anywhere else you can buy it in the world. Like I said, it's not an outlet store, it's the factory store. Big difference, man. Let's go inside and check this place out. Wow. This is awesome, man. They got everything in here. Look at this place. And all at amazing, amazing prices. I gotta buy something. Inside the Tumi factory store, it's absolutely fantastic. And it looks like just about any other Tumi luggage store that you can find anywhere in the world, except it's huge. And I'm not going empty-handed. I can't do it. I can't come in here, and I said to myself, I'm gonna come in here, I'm not gonna buy anything, but I can't do it. So if you ever find yourself in this general area, it's worth a side trip to get out here and come in here and maybe buy something. Right, now I am somewhere else, of course. I'm here in Tybee Island. Tybee Island's right on the coast of Georgia, right by the sea, just the other side of Savanah. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna check out a couple of places because this place is awesome. Really cool place to come out to on this side of Georgia, man. Completely different than any other part. Let's check it out. This is a totally unique place to see. Lots of cool places, lots of craft shops, lots of art, lots of design. Very, very cool, man. Alright, now this is the place I came here to see. And we drove all the way here just for their hot sauce. Quite famous for it in a great area. It's a fantastic little shop. Really, really cool little place. And I think they're open. So let's go check them out. ever come here and you're not sure which hot sauce to buy, you come over here and you just try them out. So they got them all right over here, and you can try them out and see how hot they are if you survive. If you don't survive, your choice. Totally awesome shop. It's worth the trip out here. I'm gonna buy some hot sauce. Ah yes, Georgia. Now I'm here in a place called Chippewa Square. Chippewa Square in the center of historic Savanah. Now, there's a lot of squares here in Savanah. As anybody who's been here or anybody who ventures to come here will see, there's tons and tons of these beautiful squares in the center of the old city. This one isn't particularly famous for tourists to come and see and everything, because this is the one where Forrest Gump sat on the bench and says, "Life is like a box of chocolates." My best Forrest Gump impression. And this is actually the square where the filming took place. All right, I'm down here on the River Walk, which is Savannah's equivalent to South Beach, but there's no beach. This is on the river, right? As you can see right over there, the Savanah River. Now this area was the old town where the port was, you know, so boats would come into the river and all that stuff and unload all their stuff. Like even they would ship out cotton from here and everything like this. And these were the warehouses and the businesses that existed back then. They're still standing, but now they're mostly bars and all kinds of clubs and restaurants and tourist shops and things like that. All right, well here's a cool statue here. This is called the Waving Girl. And because Savannah is a port, basically, right here on the Savanah River, and the Atlantic Ocean is not too far out that way. And in the distance you can actually see some ships that came into the harbor. So this statue is the famous Waving Girl. And she would wave at the ships coming in and out of port, hoping that she would see her long lost love. Now, one of the folklores or whatever about the song named Brandy by Looking Glass was written about this girl, but actually I think it was written about Mary Ellis, a girl in New Brunswick, New Jersey, who did the same kind of thing, you know, waving at the ships and waiting for her love to come back from sea. But this is the same basic principle. That's the Waving Girl here in Savannah. Now she's been here from 1869 to 1943. Savannah's Waving Girl. Cool. Well, that was a very cool trip. I liked it a lot. Back in my hotel room now. I'm gonna have to start getting my act together, do a little bit of retail therapy tomorrow, and that's about it. Then I have to leave. But in the meantime, when I got back to my room, I was pleasantly surprised. Somebody delivered something really nice to my room, complete with cookies and all kinds of other nice things. That's totally awesome. Love to have sweet surprises every once in a while, right? If you like the content so far, put a like, put a subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It always helps the channel. You know how YouTube works, right? Everybody knows now. You know, and leave a comment. Say something to me. Maybe ask me a question, or you know, suggest something, or correct me if I'm wrong. I'd appreciate that as well. And it's because of the things that people say to me, and that's the reason why I do this, because I think it's awesome. I love sharing. And I know it's lame sometimes, but it's fun. Hey, for all you Rick and Morty fans out there, it's a Shoney's! I'm Pickle Rick! And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Netflix, Rick and Morty.